This builds FM third party that shows JFK can be said.
Hello viewers, how are you all doing? My name is Ukela Prince and I'm glad to welcome you one more time to the Black Community Canada Television. Today is Talk Your Own, and on Talk Your Own, you know, we air it and we say the way it is. I have with me a very distinguished, I will call him a gentleman because he looks gentle, but he's a chief, a honorable, a business tycoon. I think I would like adjectives to qualify him. So I wouldn't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. I would love you guys to meet my guest today. All the way from the Niger Delta, in the most populous black nation in the world. And the good thing is that when I met, I said, I discovered that he's my brother as well. All the way from the Rashi region. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me Chief Honorable Lucky Omenka here with me in the studio. Chief, you're welcome.
Thank you, Prince.
Wow. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to have you here in the city of Brampton.
Thank you.
My goodness me.
Thank you.
Wow. You're looking good, Chief, you know?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. I like looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is me.
And it's good business.
Yeah, but you know, at times I don't dress like this when I'm in Nigeria. It's not just always, but you know, you're in Canada, you need to dress sharp.
How is the outfit like in Nigeria most times?
It's mostly native, because like they're putting on like this and suit.
Wow.
Yes, but this one is maybe on some special occasions.
But it's hot now in Canada, so
yeah, that's true. But I don't just like maintaining that name to be honored, distinguish myself from whatever, because I know I'm going somewhere.
Wow.
Yes.
So before we, talk about a few things, about you and also Nigeria and all that. So tell us, what is the High Chief doing in Canada?
Okay. Well, as a politician and a businessman who always look for what I think that some foreign countries, which is also Canada inclusive, might need that Nigeria have, and what Nigeria might need that Canada have, sorry. So it's first of all business that brought me here. So the business coincide with the program that I had last week, where I saw you on Saturday.
Flavor Niger.
Yeah. So I have to use that opportunity to also come. Though before then, the organizers has already approached me based on some of the outreach that I've been doing in Nigeria by touching life.
Wow.
By empowering the less privileged. So they said that they need to give me an award.
Oh, wow.
And they made a case with the first organizer, because there was a program on Friday before that one on Saturday. So it was the one on Friday that prompted the one on Saturday that the mayor now gave me a certificate of recognition.
Wow.
So which I am very, very excited that the mayor deemed it fit to recognize me by giving me that award of recognition.
Interesting.
Yes, but aside that, my 6 nights in Canada, because today made it 6 nights, I think there are a lot of business here.
You've seen a lot of? A lot of business.
A lot of business here, a lot of things to do. I tell you.
Most times, it takes a man who has a business eye
Yes.
to see, that there is a business even where people are not seeing it.
Yes, there are a lot of business.
And you've seen a lot.
A lot.
Would you want to mention some?
Yeah, some in exports. Some like clothing. What you are putting on here now, I'm not sure if it's made here.
No, problem.
Thank you. And this is one of the things that Nigerians are made up of.
That's right.
What I saw that Saturday, I saw a stand where they were selling all these Nigerian wares. But that is not that too strong. If you see what I wore that day, it's so classy.
That's right.
The finishing and everything.
That's right.
So I think one of the businesses also is I can bring in a fully made Nigerian native, both for male and female, at a subsidized price that would make people to patronize that the more. Before you know it, it will become a brand here.
That's right.
I tell you. Because we have a lot of Nigerians, a lot of black nation people here.
Yeah.
So it is what is trending now is this native. So if I can be able to bring some of them here, it will sell. Secondly, again, in the food sector, I export ginger and garlic.
Wow.
Today, there was one restaurant, my friend, that I've not seen for the past 10 years. He lived here. He came to my hotel and he took me to the place. It's called Festac Lounge.
Okay.
And I had the Nigerian food meal there for the first time since I came here.
Really?
Yes. And after that, I said, who is the owner of this place? I need us to discuss business. And we'll have a nice time.
And we were looking at, we wanted to take him to the native pot in the house on Sunday, but I think Sunday was so occupied. And all that.
So you see?
I didn't know that you have gone to also take some Nigerian meals. That's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, that's interesting that you've seen quite a lot of business opportunities here and all that. It's apart from the area of the business angle, what has been most interesting to you in these few days you have stayed in Canada? From your experience, someone who is blessed and what you are seeing here presently, apart from the atmosphere, the Nigerian activities you've attended, so what, is there anything that you're taking back home that is worthy of note?
One of the things I'm taking back home based on the Nigerian activity that I've seen so far, number one, I see love. I see peace, joy within the Nigerians that are here. The cooperation is so superb to me. So I'm going to take it back home. That no matter what, if you're an Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, or whatever, when our people move to the other side, in the diaspora per se, the love between one another is paramount for them. So I really enjoy that brotherly and sisterly love among.
Interesting. So in other words, we should not be divided, by tribe, religion, and all that. So we are one. Just like the few days ago when the Super Falcons, right?
Yes.
When they won, everybody came together and they were celebrating, right? At that point, it wasn't the Igbo man, it wasn't the Hausa man.
No.
Everybody celebrated that team. So in other words, as a team, we can always make a great nation.
That's true.
Okay, no, that's interesting. You should I say you were once a politician, or you are still a politician?
You can't remove that politics in me. I am still a politician.
You were once a local government caretaker.
Yes, I'm still a
chairman.
politician. Yes,
and you also vied for the House of Assembly
to represent Aouda West and Omenka in 2019. election.
So how is politics to you now? Are you, you're okay, we'll come into business as well, but how, looking at what's going on, today there is this new party, today there's another party, today, people are, moving from one end to the other and all that. So people have also, declared, certain parties as their, this is their home. And you see them, without remorse, flying and cross-carpeting and things like that. So tell me, how are you seeing politics in Nigeria? How are you enjoying politics?
In that business, because politics is also a business, in that business called politics, it is for the strong mind when it comes to
Why are you calling it business? Don't you think that's where we normally have problems?
No. Anything that you do and in return, you add more value to yourself and to the people therein, is called business.
Because I was looking at it as maybe service, opportunity for service.
Yeah, when you do service, it's also you're adding value. You are dispensing value. So that is why I said so. But not that business per se in the marketing sector that you think. You understand me?
Yeah.
So now, anyway, let me just quote one of my professors those days in my secondary degree, University of Abuja, Nigeria, who said that politics is all about using political sagacity to actualize political power or political reality.
Using political sagacity.
Sagacity, yes. Let me tell you, in our Rashi region where you came from, where both of us came from, our elders always say that any problem in a community is in the favor of the red cap chiefs. You and as a Rashi man, you know where I'm heading to. But that notwithstanding, you should know that it is too early now for anybody to pinch tent to any particular political party. Because no matter whatever you are politically, a political party is the vehicle that you use to gain power. That is a platform that you need. But for now, whether the new coalition or the old coalition or this or that, as a politician, because I'm a politician, I'm still a politician.
So
it is still...
What party are you presently?
Well, I'm an APC man. I can say for now. But it's too early for you to identify to maybe by saying that I am this or I am that. Because in that coalition you're talking about, you have the APC people that are there, that have defected to coalition. You have the PDP that have done that. You have the Labour Party and every other political party.
There's a tendency that you might also maybe getting close to 2027.
Well, it's too early for now. That's what I'm saying. We're still in 2025. So why would you be talking about 2027? Whether you like it or not, by next year, you talk about the primaries. After primaries, you now talk about the campaign proper.
Honorable, you know why I'm asking that? Because, normally we should be talking about governance now.
Yes.
But there is a lot of noise. There is even the incumbent is already politicizing for 2027. Likewise, those who want to grab power. So, indirectly, governance is also, suffering from the opposition, from the incumbent. So, a lot of instability, it might not be pronounced, but people are feeling it. So that's why now you said, okay, it's too early. So I'm wondering, really, if it is the incumbent is doing some things they are doing, could we say it's too early?
Well, as a politician, why I said it's too early, for the opposition or whoever that wants to take over power, if it is possible, every strong politician should know that the day you assume office, that is the day you should prepare and be planning for your next re-election. So what the incumbent is doing now, as a strong political or politician, is obligated for you to do that. Why? The constitution of the country allows you to come for a second tenure if that is your first tenure. So as a smart and a strong politician, you need to wake up, work, earn the people's trust and love that will launch you to the next election and you come out victoriously. That is that. Now, myself, why I said it is too early, in our region or Nigeria as a whole, we do this rotational something. And at my level now as a politician in River State and Nigeria, the least election I can contest for personally is that Federal House of Rep or to Senate or maybe governor. You understand? Now, that of the federal representative is still in the Outer West. So it's only when they finish their own, it's rotational. We did our own 8 years. So it is now their turn. They are now in first tenure. So they have to finish the second, if you reason well. I don't know. That is why
okay. I like
that for now, it is too early. Now, back to your question. Those in the opposition that you see now as a frontliner, the likes of Peter Obi, the likes of Rotimi Amechi, the likes of Atiku, the likes of Rufai, all of them, those ones want to run a proper election. So you will see, I believe when they will roll time for their primaries in ADC, they will contest. So they need to do things that will make them create adequate awareness about themselves.
Do you see ADC really standing?
Well, I'm not God. You cannot say, but that's why I said it's too early. When we were forming APC, as it then was, people never believed that APC will take over power until when they presented a sellable candidate that already has the mind of the people in the North. Because whether you like it or not, the Northerners, when it comes to Nigerian politics, have the numerical strength there. The voting power is there. So, for now, it's too early for you to say whether ADC is taking the day or not.
Okay, the two questions that it's burning actually in me right now. I feel that you worked under Governor Rotimi Amechi.
Yes.
So that's more like your boss.
Yes.
What's your take on Honorable Rotimi Amechi, considering 2027? Do you see him as the right candidate? Do you see him as someone that you need to support? Secondly, you were, part of those, like Honorable Amechi was, bringing in the APC and all that. We know that he ran the campaign and all that. And today, so quite a lot, seeing him leaving the APC. Some people feel that some of this is lack of integrity. We talked about political party being a vehicle. But sometimes there are a lot of promises, a lot of things that they have said, and so most times people are trying to struggle, with staying true with politicians. So, do you see Tinubu running the day in 2027? What's your take on Amechi?
Well, it still boils down to the answer I gave you.
It is too early.
Earlier. That is too early. And it's too early because the Rotimi Amechi you're talking about, he also needs to, first of all, get the party mandates or tickets before you talk about running an election and winning. So that's why I said it is too early.
Okay.
You understand? I believe when the both parties, or the three parties that are the gladiators, which is PDP, ADC, and APC. They are the party to watch in 2027. When the three parties are done with their primaries, and you know who is who, by then the atmosphere is charged. That is when it is now left for the Nigerians to decide who they are going for.
Okay. It will be very, I feel that it will be very, will I use the word incomplete if I don't bring Rivers State into this discourse? As a Rivers man, a politician from Rivers State, someone who has been there, you've dined and with the king, and you're a king now. Right.
That's true.
So, what is going on in Rivers State? What's your take on it? And what is the way forward?
Well, you know, our state, Rivers State, because now you are still a Rivers man, even if you are in Canada and maybe a potential Canadian citizen, or maybe you are one already, but your main origin is Nigeria and Rivers State. What is happening in Rivers State is something that I feel politically we have not seen that before. But you know, as the day comes on, things happens. And we only need God's intervention. I mean God's intervention for Rivers State to get back to its past glory, which I know that God is still saying something.
God is saying something.
Yes. And very soon, the God of Rivers State will put everything in place and things will work out well.
You know, when you're saying this, you know, I flash to the scripture. The Bible talks about Ichabod. I don't know if you've read about Ichabod. So the departed glory. So in essence, what you're saying is that the glory is departed, and we're expecting the glory to return.
To return, and very soon it's not far. It will.
So, do you think you might choose not to answer this? Having a military administrator in Rivers State, is that what the law states? What is happening presently in Rivers State? And going further, having a military administrator to conduct an election, you'll be traveling for the election. I'm sure you'll be part of the election.
Hopefully.
How legitimate do you think this is? Is it right?
Well, the question you ask is a very key question. But you know, in our political system in Nigeria, the judiciary, the courts also have the final say when it comes to something like this, of which I know that this matter is still in court. If in 2019, people like us, after obtaining form, going through primaries and doing everything and becomes party candidate, and a day to the election, a judgment came that APC, from governorship to Senate to Rep to State Assembly, that there was a misconduct in our primaries, in the World Congress or whatever. And because of that, we don't have any candidates in that election. So don't you think that this question should hold on until when the court gives...
It seems to me that you feel that there's a tendency.
I don't know, because it's by their own jurisdiction. I'm not a lawyer, neither am I a judge. So it has their own discretion, haven't studied the Nigerian constitution and think if it is right, then they go on. And if they think it is wrong, fine. Nobody will challenge the apex court or the highest authority when it comes to the judiciary.
But you partake in the election.
You must obey the courts. That is just that. Whether I will partake or not is at my own discretion. I am still in Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
They say every heroine don't wait to be served. She writes her own story. Every woman has a story of strength, courage, love, and ambition. They rise above challenges, break through careers, and inspire us all. Join heroines Blessing Ajayi, Adejishola Otiba, Emma Answer, Kim Ambrose, and Mokesh Burke as they take you on a journey through the fascinating world of women, with stories that touch your heart, challenge your mind, and uplift your spirit.
Accomplishing, if I'm in any sort of pain about anything, they're there for me. And to me, that is the embodiment of sisterhood.
And which is what we bring to the table. If we were all the same, then it would not have the power that it needs to have. But if you're unique and you're bringing different skill sets, that is how we build each other up. That is how we help each other, empower each other.
So sisterhood is really celebrating each other's successes. Successes.
To them about their problems, their challenges, and that's how I started building my network.
And like we all said, every woman has a heroine within her. Until you discover.
This is the Heroine Show. Showing on the Black Community Canada TV on YouTube and other Bcctv platforms. Join the conversation on socials and lend your voice, because every woman is a heroine.
Okay, welcome back. This is It Talk Your Own with Ukela Prince, and I'm glad to have you guys. I still have with me here Honorable Lucky, one time local government caretaker chairman, is also one time a candidate for the Federal House of Assembly. I hope I'm not missing a rep, right? And he's also someone who is greatly into several diverse businesses, and he's a businessman. Right here in Canada, he's seen businesses that even people in Canada for years haven't seen. So it's amazing, the eye he has for business. So in the next few minutes, we want to talk about business. So, Honorable, talk to me. You are a businessman. So how did you come into business, and what kind of business are you into right now?
Okay, thank you. I came into business because I was born into business. My lovely mother, Victoria Omenka, is a businesswoman from the day one. She's a very strong merchant. She's into buying and selling and production. So those days while I was in secondary school, I used to go to some of our shops to help her out and what have you. So I think that gave me that impetus to love doing business. And during my first degree in Enugu State then, I also ventured into businesses, which even before, I think during my third year or whatever, I wasn't even up to 30. I was already a millionaire in Naira, not in Canadian dollars.
That's a good
one. So that was what prompted me into business. So even while I was playing politics, in 2017, I had to register my company called Loose Code Integrated Services Nigeria Limited. We are into oil and gas, real estate, security and surveillance equipment, general contracting, and mining.
Some people would have felt that, you made, money, mainly from politics.
No, there is not.
But from what you're saying, it means that you've built that empire, over the years, even from your days in university.
Yes, I did.
And
and that notwithstanding, sorry, I'm not cutting you short.
Yeah.
There's one of my friends, he's based now in Atlanta, Georgia. Kingsley Omenka Jr. Chizoba, sorry. I have a lot of respect and value for that guy because he was the one that exposed me into doing all this show in the campuses and others, which I made money from that. Like I organized gala night in the campus, the most beautiful girl in the faculty. And when I do that, I make a whole lot of money. He exposed me to that. And those were my line, how I started from school. Because my mother taught me that business is life.
Business
It's life.
So your mother was your mentor?
Yes, when it comes to business. Business is life.
Oh.
And I followed her footstep, which is what is keeping me where I am today. So many people that are politicians, apart from politics, they'll be difficult to survive.
Because that's the thing. Because most times they have seen, you know, politicians in Africa, or as their life is politics. Everything they. So that's why you can die for or kill for politics.
Those ones, they see politics as an avenue for them to embezzle and misappropriate funds. But I have this orientation that when you have your own money, when you are doing well, you don't see politics as a way to survive, but you see politics as a way to better your life and build profile.
Not for survival.
Not for survival.
Better your life, build
your profile.
Profile,
I mean, is that when they say you are one time this, you are one time this, you are one time
some people
this.
might say better your life, and also can mean the same thing with
No, survivor. You are doing everything anyhow it is, you must survive. Better your life, it could be building your profile, it could be building your knowledge by knowing things in that sector that you don't know before.
Okay, let me come to because of our time. You have done so well in business. You have excelled in business over the years. How difficult it is to become a businessman, to succeed as a businessman, as a businesswoman, whatever it is now, in Nigeria?
Well, I keep on telling people, when there is a way, there is a will. And when there is a will, there is a way. The easiest thing I don't know of anybody to make in this whole world is how to make money.
That's the easiest thing.
Yes. But you need to be psychologically ready. You need to kill that fear in you for you to excel. First, you kill the fear.
Kill fear.
Kill that fear. The fear of failure. Do you know how many businesses I've tried that didn't work? I told you here about the show I was doing. There was a show I organized. It's a campfire night. There was no tent, but just before you cross, you pay your ticket. But it was a very heavy downpour that day. And I lost money. But that doesn't stop me from doing that. I tried again and I got the crowd, but not much. The third one, boom. But if I became scared because the first one downpour, the second one low turnout, I wouldn't have made the third step. That's why I said you have to kill that fear. Okay. And be steadfast.
I like that line of thought. But most people in Nigeria will tell you that Nigerians need a fear like that. Nigerians can dare anything, but they have done so much. They have tried a lot of things, but most people will tell you out of 100, maybe 80% might tell you that what is not working. People who have succeeded or are succeeding in business, who are in that apex, most of them, when you check the ratio, they are few. There are a lot of people who are struggling, a lot of people who have ideas, who have concept that never saw the light of day. We have registered several stores and gone into several places. Some people, the man no man is there. Quite a lot of things. So most people have, even people today, a lot of people who have left Nigeria, it's people who also, a lot of good number of them, they have put their hand into several things. Some, apart from, we talk about security, insecurity, and things like that. Also that, and they realize that what things that work in other places in Nigeria, it takes so long, or it doesn't work at all. You don't amenities. Is it power? And quite a lot of things that challenge businesses, from actually thriving. So how did you, what happened? Was it because you knew people? Was it because you understood the principles of business? Was it because in such a terrain that most people are, in agony, most people are suffering loss? How come you have made it in business so fast?
Well, just like as I said, you first kill that fear in you of failure. One. Two, you talked about electricity and, should I say, insecurity, right? That was Nigeria of before.
Really?
Now, I think our electricity sector for now is not that too bad. It depends if you want to be in band A or band B or band C.
Yeah, I've heard about the band matters and all that.
Yes. Because I also have an apartment that is running, and I spend less in diesel. My house in Abuja, I spend less. It was not like that before.
The tariff?
Yes. Yeah, the tariff fine, but there are other alternative source of electricity, which, as a miner, one of our product, which is lithium, gives that value to solar and inverter.
Some people don't know you're a miner.
Thank you. No, but a lot of people in Nigeria know.
They do.
Yes. So that is that. Then another thing is this.
Sorry, you have a mining company?
Yes.
What part in Nigeria? Where is it?
I have in Kefi, where I mine gold, lithium, lead, tin, tantalite, and tamalite.
And
I also have, yes. I also have another one that we're developing in Niger State.
Really?
With my Chinese partners. We're doing the core drilling now, like removing the surface with caterpillar and what have you. But very soon, we'll still have materials there. So now, fear, and you are psychologically ready for anything that you want to achieve. There is one book written by Bishop David Onyedibo. I can't remember that book now, but he said one thing, that you don't grow big to manage well, that you manage well to grow big.
You don't grow big to manage well.
Yes, but you manage well to grow big. You manage well to grow big.
Manage well.
Yeah, to grow big. Why am I saying this? There is one book called The Leverage. You can go and get it. If I want to start up a business, which is one of the problems our Nigerian people are having, and this business will cost me 200 naira, let me just say. And myself, Lucky Omenka, I have 100 naira. A wise person, you are supposed to look for like minds that will bring in that 100 naira for you to add up to start this business. But some will be waiting. While they are waiting, money calls for other problems. And before you know it, you will spend that 100. You will come back to square one. But when you have like minds, knowing fully well that people's money are in this business, that will keep you running to make sure that you hit your targets. You see the thing? And another point again, wherever or whatever you don't love, you don't give in your best to it. Some of them, they don't like Nigeria. Some of them, they detest Nigeria. But people like us, I don't see anything that will make me leave Nigeria. Sorry to say this. Because I believe that there are a lot of opportunities there.
Do you have kids in...
Yes, for sure.
Your kids?
Yes.
Are they in the diaspora?
Yes. No, they're not in diaspora, they're in Nigeria. I tell you. But if any of them wants to come to their abroad or whatever,
It's their choice, right?
it's their choice. My own is as a good father who plans for myself and the family, they will go. But as for me, I know. My mentor, the people I look up to when it comes to business, the likes of Aliko Dangote, Femi Otedola, Chief Ifanyo, the highest shareholder of MTN in Nigeria, from my village. He turned 91 last 2 months. He will really tell those ones to leave Nigeria and come to where? It doesn't work that way. You understand me?
I wish we have more time, but we've taken more time than normal because it's not good to have you and we don't see how we can sap and tap some of these and all that before you go. But we look forward to another opportunity when you will be in town. But before that, before I let you go today, I want you've been here and you've associated with some politicians here.
Yes, for sure.
Quite a lot in these couple of days. So what is there anything you have learned from the politics and the politicians possibly you have also associated with?
Yes. Like on Saturday that the mayor gave me an award, I was also with him on Sunday. But apart from that, when I saw him walked into the venue, I was expecting to see like security men fully armed, this, that. But no, I didn't see that. He just walked in, very simple. And after giving the award and giving his keynote address, he just left simple. And I saw the level of relationship between him and the people. This is what I cherish and envy so much about the politicians here. And I pray that our politicians in Nigeria, we should imbibe to all this, because all this too much of money we are spending on security, this, that, is too much. It's better you utilize that money on a project that will be of benefit to the citizen. Why? Is when you do the right thing.
Do you see this working in Nigeria?
It will work.
Anytime soon?
It will work, brother. You know what I'm telling you? Thank God you know me today. I know the day I was born, there was a prophecy about me. That's why a lot of things that has happened to me, and God still, pulled me out. I know that there is something that I am on this earth for, and it starts from Nigeria.
There is something
that
you're on this earth for, and it starts from Nigeria. Wow.
Me being a Nigerian is a blessing to me and to the country. I'm looking forward to a Nigeria where people in diaspora will be envy to come back home. I tell you, where people in Nigeria, people in diaspora will be envy that they want to come back home to build the country with us. And it's not far-fetched.
People in diaspora loving Nigeria. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that a great percentage of Nigerians in the diaspora really love our nation. They love the Nigeria.
Great percentage.
A great percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arguable.
A great percentage.
Arguable. Arguable great percentage. Because if not, what if I told you that if you can take everything I told you, or if you can take everything, if you cannot take anything I tell you here, but take this. Let me just put it in a graphical picture. How can somebody who is doing well in Nigeria, you are in a good business per se, you are working in a good establishment or agency per se, you have a house of your own, you have one car and another one for utility, and you don't even love your country. The next thing you do is you put the house on sale of the house, sell off your cars and everything, and you japa as per se. Then the reason why you left is because you think that the country is not conducive, the country is not good for you. And you left and you came to either US or London. Let me not use Canada as a case study. It's not even up to 3-4 months. You are now begging those people that you left in Nigeria to send you money for you to sustain yourself in abroad. Whereas when you were in Nigeria,
You are the one.
you are the one giving to people.
Well,
I have friends that are falling victim of what I'm telling you now. But because of how charitable that I am, I don't see any reason why I should watch people suffer, where at least God has blessed me to be a blessing to them. But as it then was, when they were about to make that decision, they didn't consult you, because they know that if they consult you, you will tell them the reality. Like somebody like me, I've traveled to 57 foreign countries, 14 African countries. So I've virtually seen it all. So what I think we should do is, when you come to this diaspora, I'm not disputing that it's wrong for someone to come. Acquire the white man knowledge. Acquire the way they do things. If possible, get their passport. Because it's a generational access.
and come back home.
Come back home.
And invest.
Invest.
Oh.
And build our country together.
Well, Honorable, this is a discussion I would have loved to, take on with you, but time will fail us. And I would say that I would still repeat that a good number of Nigerians who are abroad truly love our nation. So that's why you can see, even coming to Canada, you see that what the Nigerianness in the people here is there, and it's real.
That's true.
Because they love their country. We all need to build our nation. That blood is here in everyone who comes from there. And sincerely speaking, every Nigerian, let me say majority, I've met those who have torn their passport. I've met those in places like that. I've met those who have, shut down and everything about Nigeria. Why? Because they are disappointed. A lot of people came up in when the last election, and they even from the diaspora, but certain things, a lot were disappointed. So time will fail us to go into all that. But I want to thank you for being here today at the Black Community Canada Television. And here we promote Africa, we promote Nigeria, we promote African descent, we promote, diversity as well. And it's key, and every one of us, we want to make sure that we contribute our quota to make sure that what our nation is what it is. And we are glad because that is our nation.
Yes, yes.
And so on that note, I want to thank you all for being part of this edition of Talk Your Own with Ukela Prince. And it's been awesome here with Honorable Lucky. And Honorable, we wish you a safe trip back.
Thank you.
And when we're here, greater things and all the business connections, every one of them knitting together properly.
Yes.
And the little we are all doing together, we hope for a greater Nigeria.
Thank you.
And a new Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Congratulations.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Hey.
Your own. It builds as a third party that shows.
The church,
Yes, JFK said.